Hi, everybody. Mark Bertig on Heritage Conference Media Day from First Commonwealth Bank Field in Homer City. We're going to preview the Conemaugh Township Indians 2025 season, and we have new head coach Tim Doyle in his first year, along with junior Kaden Valentine to my immediate left, and on my far left we have Luke Weber, who's a senior, Kaden a junior, and Coach, you're in your first year, so I guess you're a freshman.
I would. You could say that. I am in my first year, and huge shoes to fill from Coach Zambadini retiring. 455 wins and 14 D5 championships. It's kind of setting the bar a little high for us, but we've learned a lot from Coach Zambadini. He's touched a lot of lives, and we're going to miss him, but he's left behind a great legacy of baseball at Conemaugh Township.
Yeah, and Sam is well known in these Indiana County parts for baseball too, and well respected. 33 years. So yeah, you don't have big shoes to fill at all.
Right. And when you think about that, 455 wins. That's, you figure 20 a season, maybe 4 or 5 playoff games in there. That's
a lot of wins. But hey, you've been around junior high, Coach, so it's not like you're new to Conemaugh Township.
Right, yeah. So we've had a great junior high program for the last 9 years, started by a coach named Joe Shetler, who has done a lot to impact our baseball knowledge at Conemaugh Township. We appreciate that. And we've had, several winnings. We've had all winning seasons so far. So it's a good group of freshmen coming up from that program this year.
Still a relative newcomer to the Heritage Conference, and a lot of success, as you mentioned, in the West Pac. And I know in your division, there's going to be some good teams. Northern Cambria, I know a lot of preseason accolades. Portage always solid. So you play that side twice, of course. So I think it's going to be a pretty challenging campaign.
Yeah, I would say this conference is very challenging. That's a question mark that we have. We lost a very good core of senior players last year, and we're replacing them with a very good core of freshman players. So the challenge for us and the question mark that I have is this group of freshmen going to be able to compete and kind of fill that void that those guys left with players that are 2 and 3 years older than them? Are they going to be able to handle that? So I'm confident in their abilities, but can we do that this year? We'll see.
I would think any good junior high coach would have them totally ready to
go. It's not just a good junior high coach. It's a great staff. Jeff Pryor, my assistant, is moving up with us, and Dylan Boyer, who was a great performer at Conemaugh Township for a lot of years, and also Steve Parker. Those guys are vital to each aspect of our game. Like, the head coach can't do everything, but the head coach can manage those aspects of the game and get the information from those coaches in place. So they are top-notch individuals.
I'm going to turn to the players, and they can maybe answer a question that I was going to answer you. I'm assuming both of you guys came up through the junior high system as well under coach. So I would think we'll start with you, Kaden. I know you're a outfielder, right?
Yeah.
A junior.
Yep.
And when you get to the varsity level, so that transition from 8th grade to 9th grade and you're playing varsity baseball, boy, the game speeds up a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, you're seeing, basically from children to men you're playing against, but the bigger jump, in my opinion, is from Little League to junior high, because that's when the field gets bigger and the rules change a bit and people start to mature. So that is the more important step, I think, honestly, than junior high to varsity. At least that's how it's been in our program, because we are taught in junior high to be prepared for that varsity step. So basically, as soon as we become 7th graders, we're treated like varsity and we're made to practice the way varsity practices. So I'd say that step is more important, and we've had a really good, successful job of turning out like junior high talent is ready to go when they get to varsity. They're ready to go and fill shoes that need replaced immediately.
Luke Weber I'll reach over with the microphone, infielder and pitcher. And Luke, I know there's another teammate of yours, Colin Dinyar, is also a pitcher, so you guys will probably be leading the way in that department.
Yeah, we look to dominate this year. I mean, we dominated pretty well last year. we just look to come out with our arms and dominate with the freshmen as well. We have a good group coming up. You know, we got Grayson Studer, who's also a pitcher. So we look to be pretty solid this year.
Yeah, Grayson's a three-sport athlete. I know you guys play multiple sports as well. How challenging is that?
You know, it keeps us active, always in the weight room, so it's good for us.
I mentioned to Coach, I've toured your weight room. You're really blessed to have great facilities.
Yeah, it's a really nice weight room. We are really blessed. We also are blessed with a great strength and conditioning coach, Mike Seibert. It was always a great guy there for us.
Luke, what do you think are the strengths of the team this year?
I think we all worked together. You know, we've all played together for a very long time. All came up through the program, so I think we'll be a very solid group.
All right, and Kaden, what would be maybe the biggest thing that has you a little bit worried?
I don't know. I mean, we have, I think, about 5 or 6 returning starters, but we do have a lot of positions being filled by freshmen, so I have confidence in those guys, but at the same time, we're going to be having them jump straight into starting roles coming up from the junior high level. So I guess if I had to be concerned about something, it would be that they're not able to be where we need them to be, but I think they'll be fine.
All right, Kaden, thank you very much. Luke, good job. And, Coach, I guess there's going to be some competition for jobs too, which is a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but our guys know that they might be called upon to play any position on the field, really. So we work guys at each position, and that will fall depending on who's pitching. So we work at each position, and they never know when they're going to be called upon to play those positions. So it's our job to have them prepared, and they always rise to that challenge. They never complain. They embrace it because they know that that's their way to get on the baseball field and starting time.
Finally, I know the road to the baseball championship is right here at First Commonwealth Bank Field, and you guys played in the championship game. That didn't go as you had planned last week, so I'm sure that's kind of a little bit of a motivating factor.
It is. These guys have tasted that a piece of that last year, and would like to, I'm sure, make amends for that. Yeah.
Tim, I appreciate you doing this, bringing the guys over. I know it's not an easy trip from Davidsville, and I wish you the best of luck in your first season.
All right. Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Tim Doyle, new head coach, replacing Sam Zamanini at Conemaugh Township. The Indians looking for big things in the 2025 season. And for Renda Digital TV from Heritage Conference Media Day, I'm Mark Bertig reporting.